All right, I had a request for this. This is Sweet Home Chicago. It's got a cool little intro. Okay, so let's take a look at that. We got 12 and 10. And that's 10 and 9. So we got kind of 2 times the same riff. You could slide into it. So that's 8 and 7 to the 9 of the G string. So once again, we got, and that's like do dee do do dee do. And then we're going to slide in this. We have this thing here with the middle finger and the ring finger. 4, 4, 4. We're skipping the B string, so it's G string and E. 3s, 2s, and then 1 open, open, or the whole thing for an E7 there. So, and you can kind of slide into this 4, just like you slid into this. And when we hit that 2, 3, 4 in the G, we're hitting a B note. That's our turnaround chord. So our 3 chords are going to be E7. You can do this easy one, open, open, to A7, 2, 2, open, back to E7. We're going to do it again. This is a 12-bar blues, so this is how like your basic 12-bar blues goes. A7 twice, E7 again, and then we're going to have B7, 1, 2, open 2, to A7, and then E7, back to B7. Let's look at that again. So E7 is the 1 chord, A7 is the 4 chord, and B7 is the 5 chord. So if you can get used to those, sometimes it's easier when you're playing around with people that they can just call out the chord changes by the number of 1, 4, or 5. If you know what key you're in, it makes it a lot easier than having to call out all the notes. Sometimes the notes sound like the other notes and stuff when you're calling them out. So here we go, 2, 3, and A7. Back to E7, the 1, stay on the 1, then we're going to the 4, the A, we're going to do that twice, back to the 1, the E7, now we have the 5, the B7, 4, A7, and the 1, back to the 5, you get used to it pretty quick. So E7 again, this is starting over. 4, back to the 1, twice. Start adding some strums in there. A7. Here comes the turnaround, the 5 chord, the B7. A7, E7, back to B7. Let's look at that strum there. So we got, so those are kind of swung 8th notes. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so the swing thing is kind of like a triplet. It's like 1 and 2 and but the middle one is missing, so it ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 7, A7, E7, back to B7. Now, at one point in the song, and a couple points of the song, it's going to have a hit and it's going to stop. So they'll hit like this E7, 2, 3, to A to E, 2, 3, A to E, 2, 3, and. So that's a cool little bluesy thing you can do. 4, 3, and open. And if you slide into it, maybe from the 2 down here or something, or the 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, that gets you a cool little fill you can use after these stops. So it'd be like 2, 3, A to E, 2, 3, A to E, 2, 3, 4. Back to the A, back to E. So let's try the stop thing again. 2, 3, 4, stop. 2, 3 to A to E, 2, 3, A to E, 2, 3, and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a A. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2. B7, 1, a 2, a 3, A7. B7. Now think about if you want to take a solo on this, 2, you can do the open and the 2, but this is your E, so that's like a home bass note, just like this little one is in this key that we're in of E. So you got a 2 here, you got an open and a 2, open and a 3, open and a 3. We can slide that one into the 4. You could also use this 3 to get that real bluesy sound. That's your flat 5th. You got these other notes when you slide up here, but we had 2, open, 2, open, 3, open, 3. Now we also have this 5 and 3 on both. 4 goes kind of back down here pretty good. We've also got 5 and 7 if we want. 4, 7, 5, 8, 5, 7. So I'll give you a little sample of how you could solo. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's have you guys take a little solo on that. You got your little basic scale there. You can move up to these higher notes if you want. You can put that 3 in there if you want. You can come up here and put that 6 in there, going to the 7. So look at all these notes. So let's try it. You guys take a solo. 2, 3, 4. There's no wrong notes when you're starting out. You just gotta try it, moving them around and see what sounds good. I bet you surprise yourself pretty quick how you can make some good sounding notes. One more time. Also got that E7 2 1 3 open. You got this A7 2s with a 3 on the bottom. So that stop. Oh, 1, boom, to A to E, to A to E, and then the triplets. Sometimes there's these little tricks at the end of these blues songs where you can, if you see where like your E7 would be up higher, like say this is part of E7, we could go B7, A7, E7. Kind of end like that with the note a little lower than your actual E7 that you're going to end with. You can also do a higher one. So it'd be like. Right? And then we got things like. All right, Sweet Home Chicago. Hope you dug that. Talk to you soon.